why a child with autism will not want to write. Always remember the principle: simple to complex, tangible to abstract. So anything and everything, be it math, English, science, writing, anything, we are going to use this principle everywhere, simple to complex. We are just making it easy for the child to be able to write, and that makes it very comfortable for the child and they want to attempt it further. This is how you will manage the two issues of A, visual discrimination, and B, poor muscle hypotone. And not to forget the third part, keep it playful. Dear Jungle. Hello there, Rajni from Sashakt Empowering Lives. Today's topic is, why do some children with autism have a problem in writing? Why do they dislike writing? So very quickly, let us get on to the two main reasons why a child with autism will not want to write. Number one, there is visual discrimination issues, which means the child is not able to make sense of the red, blue, blue, red, the 4-line network. And then the child is not able to figure out where the 4 lines end and where the new 4 lines begin, and which is the gap in between. And when they start to write, they write big, big, and then we get a little angry at them and we say, stop here, stop here. Or even if we are not angry, we are constantly telling them to stop. And that becomes a little difficult for the child because they're not able to make sense of where to begin and where to stop. That in itself becomes confusing and the child wants to avoid that stressful stimulus and kind of runs away. That is one reason. Second reason is there is poor fine motor control, as well as there could be muscle hypotone. Now that is a muscle issue. The muscles are not strong enough for the child to be able to hold the pencil properly and write impactfully. In certain cases, both of these can also be the reason, the combined reason. So now, what is the solution? This is what you're going to do when you want your child to learn how to write within spaces and how to write without getting distressed. So we will go small. Always remember the principle: simple to complex, tangible to abstract. So anything and everything, be it math, English, science, writing, anything, we are going to use this principle everywhere, simple to complex. So first of all, what we are going to do is we are going to teach the child to color within spaces using a thick marker by creating enhanced spaces. So we have put tape here and we have put sutli, the thicker jute rope, and the child is coloring inside. So when we do it like this, it takes away the fear and the pressure. Maybe your child is already coloring. You may want to skip it, or you may want to use this step as a reinforcement that, okay, you will, if you will write, you will get this. So this would be the first step. It will help your child take away the fear and build the confidence. Next, it will help your child take away the fear and build the confidence. Next, once your child is now able to do coloring within spaces, now you can give them sheets like these, where this is a touch and feel. We have punched holes with a lamination machine, and the child will be able to feel it and stop at a place. Now this is also raising the confidence of the child that they can handle. Now we give them ultra big letters so that their confidence further increases. So that the visual perception, we are still not going to 4 lines. We are just making it easy for the child to be able to write. and that makes it very comfortable for the child and they want to attempt it further. Now, going forward, step number 3. When you have done work like this on such big platforms, now the next thing you are going to do is you are going to pick up books like these where you will give them proper boxes. Now, the next thing you are going to do is you are going to pick up books like these where you will give them big boxes and slowly the box will shrink. Once the boxes get small and the child can write in this much space comfortably, please use dark markers, fresh markers. A marker that's almost worn out will again not be dark and child will not enjoy. Use absolutely fresh and new kind of markers so that they can see the impression on laminated sheets that will interest them more. Now we are going on to 4-line network, and between that you can see that there is a yellow background so that the child is very clear. Here we are working on visual discrimination. The child is now able to, with practice, know that the child has to contain themselves within the 4-line network. Until this is achieved, until the child completes this, do not go to the next step. Once the child can complete this independently, that's when you will go to furthering it. Now, what are we doing? We are going to reduce the size of the line. So if you see, we have 3 here. We have 3 lines here, and here we have 4. So 4 sets of lines and the boundary line has been dissolved. Slowly, you will continue to increase the number of sets. From 4, you will go to 5, and from 5, further on to 6, 7, so on and so forth. Now, we are fixing the gaze of the child onto the 4 lines, and they know by practice where to start and where to stop. Eventually, this is still the page of the notebook, but it has the yellow background. Finally, the yellow background disappears. This is their school notebook. When a child reaches this level, you could get rid of the laminates and you could simply start writing in the notebook. When you do it like this is a short way of teaching your child how to write within spaces without getting troubled about it also. Point number 2. There can be muscle hypotone issues, in which case, please do not start with a small pencil. It will be very stressful for the child to manage. What rather you can do at home is take 4 or 5 markers. You can put a tape or you can put a rubber band around the markers. And you can tie them together with a pencil in front and or a sketch pen. If you're using laminated sheets, do not use a pencil. Rather, use a sketch pen so that the child can see the impact. Now, with one thing protruding and the others are back and the grip is really big. This makes it easy for the child, even with muscle hypotone, to handle. Slowly keep removing a single pen from there, and the grip will keep on getting better and better until finally when the child is able to hold the pencil or the sketch pen or the felt pen and write. This is how you will manage the 2 issues of A, visual discrimination, and B, poor muscle hypotone. And not to forget the third part, keep it playful. If you are stressed out and angry and yelling at the kid and you feel like giving the kid 2 slaps because you told them 50 times to stop at the red line and they're still not able to stop, take a break. If you are going to yell at the child, they will have a fear of you and they will not want to come even close to work. Always remember, be solution centric and not problem focused. I hope this video was of value to you. Until next time, keep working with your child. I shall see you again. Press the like, subscribe, share. Share this with somebody who will benefit from this matter. And keep the notifications on so that you don't miss any important updates and videos from us. Until next time, bye-bye.